I am the oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're a part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the oracle Apollo.
And of course, I muted myself because I love doing that. That is one of my favorite things to do here. So that was really only a test to see if you heard me supersonic because I'm practicing the telepathy. Ha ha ha. That's what we're doing here, bro. No, but seriously, if this is your first time watching Divine Encounters, welcome. I'd say that doesn't happen frequently, but it does. And so we're human. Anywho, like and subscribe. Yes, because our Foleys are our strongest assets. And if you want to learn from me, definitely not about technology, but about yourself, please join my group, meetup.com/Awaken Philadelphia. I host monthly meditations and group healings, and I would love to see you there. Sharing this message with a friend today gets you a bonus. And what do I mean by that, Oracle? Well, if you share this feed with one person or comment one person's name below, you have the opportunity to win next week a personal reading from me. And all you have to do to participate is share one time. Yes. And let me bring on my guest for today. This is one of the experts from I can't ask, so hard to say that in these, for Ask the Experts on Bathrobe Moments with Lauren Michaels Harris. And so I invited her. I know she has an amazing story, and I invited her onto today's show to share her story with you all. So please give it up for a beautiful, fantastical, wonderful Divine Encounters. Welcome to Miss Tracie. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here.
I can't hear.
You can't hear me?
No.
Oh my God, why?
Let's see what's going on here. I can't hear you.
Can anyone else hear me in the audience? Can you guys hear me at home?
Let me see if it's on my end.
Can you guys hear
I'm not sure
me?
what's happening there.
I'm unmuting, muting. I'm checking myself. I feel like I should be heard if I click this.
Okay, I'm taking off the headphones here.
Okay.
And seeing if that works.
Okay, Linda. Hi, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Linda can hear me. Can you hear me, Tracie? No, Tracie can't hear me. You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Oh no, let's remove you. Go out and then come back in.
Okay.
Okay. Let's remove her. Kick from studio. Sorry, I had to kick you out. Bye. I didn't mean to hit you hard. Okay, so everybody else can hear me. You know, we are technically in the shadow of Mercury in retrograde, and the shadow doesn't end until the 7th, and that's still a few days away, so we can still get some technological things happening here, and heated communication, so to speak. Yes, so hopefully she'll come right back in. I'm not sure what that's about, but Tracie's amazing, and I'm super excited to have her here. Have you guys at home been having any communications problems? Because, you know, with this whole retrograde thing, I definitely said some things that maybe could have been said a little bit differently for sure, and been heard or understood a little bit differently. But I guess ultimately it's not about what you say during this period or what incidents may come from this period, but how you move forward from them and how you act upon them. And it's never enough to just say something, but it has to be more tactile and tangible, especially when there is a miscommunication to some regards. Linda says, yes, phone dropping calls. Yes, I did see that too. The phone calls dropping. I have heard people say about that, as well as just like equipment in general not working. Let me see here. I'm going to reset this just in case she can't come back in for some reason. So hold on. Okay, and we're back. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me see what is going on. Let me re-invite her. Boom. Copy. Sorry about this, guys. Live TV. Mercury is in its shadow. I just resend it to her. So how is everybody doing today? Let me know in the comment section below if there has been anything unusual happening in your world. Any patterns. I feel like I've been seeing a lot lately, the 111s coming back around. So I know there's a lot of changes. I just feel like things have been really making me unsettled and like wobbly. Like a lot of things have become unsettled, like the dirt from the bottom of the water has become unsettled just to be dealt with, right? Because that's the shift. It's like when you feel that shake. I actually made a post about it earlier. Like when you feel the world shaking you, it's the reevaluation. It's telling me devices are not connected. Okay, I see that. What is this? Tracie's trying to come in, but she can't. The device is not connected. Okay. Maybe I would invite her one more time. Well, I'm sure that's on her end. She can access here now. Oh, yeah. So where was I? So, oh no, I lost my place. I totally lost my place. I know we were talking about Mercury in retrograde and miscommunications. I feel like I have to keep going back a little bit. Interesting. But anyways, the long and the short of all of this is to ensure that you are taking the appropriate action afterwards, depending on the type of, oh yeah, the world shaking. Thank you, Linda. The appropriate action, because things are going to be unsettling you right now or press against you or create pressure in your body. And that that feeling of discomfort is kind of like when the snake is shedding its skin. It gets too small. I mean, its skin, overskin, is too small for the snake, so it has to remove that. That's why the world sometimes feels like it's shaking all around us. It's like the wake up call. You ever felt? Look at it this way. You ever wanted to shake someone? You're like, just trying to shake some sense into you. If you know this phrase, then you know. Spirit guides kind of feel that way about us too sometimes. And they just try to shake some sense into you. And so I feel like that's for a lot of us right now, going through that particular transition where we're shedding the old skin and coming into the new. Yeah. Oh, I see you, Tracie. Ta-da!
Hello.
Welcome back. You know what it was? I think it was that dimensional portal that you had back there in the background.
Exactly.
Happening earlier.
And it's gone.
Look at that.
Right.
This is all sketchy. Are you even a human right now?
I don't
Where are
think
you
so. I
coming
think
from?
I'm in another world right now.
Oh man. All right. Well, speaking of another world, let's segue right into the good news, because we start every show with the good news. We're just going to start a little later because we spruced up, gave it a little bit of TLC before we starting the show today. There was a little extra moment there. Yeah. We all had to get a little intimate moment. So here we say, what's good? Okay, here we have the good news card. Hidden secrets, lost wisdoms, look a little deeper. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars, their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with the stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you are being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong. When we do the unexpected, so often a creative solution is right in front of us. But because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth, and one day will again. Wow, what a beautiful message. Let's bring my friend back on. Look, my friend, what do you think about this message for today, you alien?
You know, when we were speaking before, when I was getting a great session from you, I told you that I was told that I am one of the original people, Lemurian. And when you started talking about that, I thought about that moment when the person told me that, and then what I learned from you about Lemurians, and the fact that I need to go back and research and do a lot more, because it just talked about my ancestors being empathic, which, as I shared before, it's something that my mom and my grandma have definitely shown in the past. So that really resonated with me when you were speaking about that just now, and connecting with the ancestors.
Yes, I honestly, and now I was telling Tracie before we came out of the green room, like these cards they always line up with whatever is happening in the show that day, even if like we didn't know we were going to talk about it, like it just is, you know. And I also felt like I was invoking my ancestors today with my outfit and my prayer that I did today. And I was like, all right, I feel like my ancestors are with me. And then we got the ancestor card. So I'm just like, geeking right now. Hi, Susan. And what do you, just really quickly, you say you're empathic. What does that mean to you?
Really just that you can feel things that are going to happen, or you just know something is coming. You see things sometimes that either happened or is going to happen. So, and that's happened to me in my life. I actually had an experience in college, because I used to be more in tune with it when I was younger than I am currently. And I think I was telling you about this before as well. I think those things have been suppressed a little bit just because of life and being busy and those things. But I can remember in college, and I'm just going to give this one example because it's so distinct. I can remember it was a young lady that she used to visit us all the time. I had two roommates, and she was younger than us. So she used to always just come and hang out with us. And she was crying. She came one day and she was crying about her boyfriend. And she said, I think something's wrong. And she said, I'm going to go there. And she asked one of the other girls to take her there. And when she went there, when I closed the door behind her, I saw his living room. I saw him like on his sofa with another young lady. I had never been to his house before. I saw his white sofa, and I saw him on the sofa with another young lady. And when she came back, she was crying. And I said, I already know what happened. And I asked her, like, are these things in his house? I saw it so vividly. And I had never been to this young man's house before. I only met him one time. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening here? And I used to see things like that all the time when I was younger.
trial by fire, man. I'm telling you, it's just like not a little bit at once, but the whole caboodle. There you go, boom.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents who are watching at home, the good news usually comes with a question, an awareness question, but this one actually came with a invocation from the star ancestors. And don't forget that we do a blessing for each good news, and today's blessing is prosperity for everybody. So if you claim it, make sure you claim it down at the comment section below, because the angels always want to help you and they respect your free will. Okay, and the star seed activation. So everyone's going to try this at home and just notice what you're feeling while you say it. And Tracie too. All right, so place your hand on your heart and just close your eyes and just take a moment and breathe in and repeat. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries.
I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries.
And secrets from deep within.
And secrets from deep within.
And just take another breath or so. And then come back. And just notice how you're feeling. I just felt like someone went, okay. You sure about that? So what are you guys at home feeling on that? Let me know in the comment section below. Anything come up for you, Tracie?
I'm really just wondering what has happened in past lives, because we talked about that too before. So I'm just feeling open. I'm just open, really. That's what I'm getting right now. I'm just open to learn, open to know. I think before, things like that would have scared me, but now I'm just open to it, and I wanna see and know a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like it's because you start to take off those layers, and it's like what it means to know those things. What could happen if you do know those things? So it's like there's these layers that we have to unravel, and it's detached from our own limitations too, and then to step into that, okay, this isn't something that's going to harm me. If it's uncomfortable, it's still meant to strengthen me and to expand me, not to harm me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to look within, and they won't meditate, and it's just like, it's scary. And I applaud anybody who does, because it is scary and it takes courage. But is it better to deal with it in the now, or keep carrying it 10, 15, 20, 30 more years? And now you're like, wow, I've just been holding on to this so long. I don't know who I am without it. Then you defend it.
And that's the beauty of it, though, what you learn from the past, so that you can start to take off some of those limiting beliefs and those limitations on your life. Like, it is so freeing. It's so freeing. It really is.
It is. And, you know, I want to add an example of defending things that we no longer need to defend, because a lot of us do it, don't recognize that we're actually defending something that is not serving us. When I was diagnosed with POTS, however many years ago, like 7 or 8 or something like that, it was last year that they took my diagnosis away last year. So they were like, we did the same test again. You don't have POTS now. And then I was just kind of like, but I still don't feel that well. And I got angry, because now I felt like you were saying this thing that I had identified as this thing that I have became an aspect of myself. And then I caught myself defending, and I was just like, whoa, why would I defend something I don't want anymore? Girl, the work you're doing is working. Ting, 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 ting. Like, open your eyes. But it was such a part of me for so long that I was resistant at first.
Thank you for saying that, because I've had fibroids for a long time too. And I think, and I didn't even realize this. I didn't realize that I was defending it. So thank you for that, because that's going to be a lot more freeing for me going forward.
How do you feel like you were defending it?
Just because I kept saying that, kind of like it is what it is type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I've had this for so long, I'm just going to leave it and deal with it, you know? And that's not really the attitude. I've been releasing so many other things. And even releasing the fact that, okay, I have, and here's the defense too. I have these, nothing else will happen from them, but it's like, it was almost like I'm going to keep them, even though nothing else will come from it, you know? So I'm releasing all other illness, everything else, but not that. So thank you for saying that.
It was just like, oh wait, there's a box behind this part of the closet. I didn't even see. Where was this box this whole time?
Exactly.
And it's like neon green. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm back. It's also glowing in the dark, like, what is this? That's fantastic. But it's true. And it's just like, this is just to, and I'm sure sharing these vulnerabilities because it's like any part of our life we can do that to. It doesn't just have to be illness. It can be a spouse, a child, a parent, a neighbor, like us. So we can do that to any aspect of ourselves where we defend ourselves.
Okay.
And we justify it. That just word, oh boy. I feel like the word just is like the most limiting word in the vocabulary. Just.
Yeah.
So Miss Tracie, we're here all about you today. And you, I'm sure, have a supernatural story time or an experience you want to share with the audience today. So I'm going to just let you start wherever you want to start.
Okay.
And I'm going to make you big, so don't freak out. Yay.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, everybody. So I want to share my experience with you guys just to let you know what happened to me that was so huge for me and so powerful, even though it may not sound that way to other people, but it was huge and so profound. So I was sitting in my living room I want to say it was sometime in October of 2012. It was during Hurricane Sandy. And for those of you who know me, you've probably heard this story before, but this was like a pivotal moment in my life. So I'm sitting there and the storm is raging, the lights are out, and I started to pray about my neighbor's tree. And I kept praying and praying about this tree, just not to let this sick tree fall down because it was huge and it's sick and it sits between me and my neighbor's house. And I just said, please don't let this tree fall. And I just kept praying and praying that nothing happened to my neighbor or, my household. And it was like my house illuminated. Now, mind you, I said the lights were out, the electricity was out, but everything around me illuminated. Right. And I only had these small candles on, but my house lit up and I felt like a dome came down over my home. Literally, it was almost like I could hear it crashing down over my home. So in that moment, I felt so much peace that I was like, okay. And because I was praying, I said, okay, God, I hear you. And I just went to sleep after that. My son had already fallen asleep and I went to sleep after that. And when I woke up the next morning, nothing fell. The tree didn't fall. Only a very small piece of my fence fell. My house was fine. My neighbor was fine. Everybody was good. And, with Hurricane Sandy, there were a lot of things that fell around us, but that very large tree did not fall. And it is still standing to this day. And that was back in 2012. What I didn't realize at the time was that I knew that God was telling me, I'm here for you. But I thought that he meant in the storm. Well, lo and behold, a month later, I found out that I had breast cancer. And I really realized after that God was telling me, I'm here for you through that. He knew what was coming. I didn't, right? So he was kind of comforting me before I even got the news of breast cancer to say that I'm here for you and I got you. And once I got the news of breast cancer and I thought about that experience, my mind was at ease completely after that because I said, okay, God, I know that I'm going to get through this. I know that you're here for me and it's good. It's all good.
She just unpacked a whole bunch there. Wow. Through the storm, through your storm. That's uplifting, inspiring, and amazing. And it's just like, I hear like I'm going to point out something that you said, and you first said it. To some people, this might not be anything, but this is your story.
Yeah.
So you can give it all the value it needs. You don't have to discount it for anybody ever listening. Don't ever change the flow of the direction of the water because someone can't swim. Just let it flow. So don't discount it ever again. And if I catch you, I'm gonna do this. I'll tell you. Okay. No, but it's beautiful. And these are just patterns that we've placed ourselves in to show like to people please, to make it comfortable for the audience receiving our message. And to that I say, hey, I want to make you uncomfortable because this discomfort will make you expand.
Yeah.
So please be uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable around me, that means I'm doing something right.
Yeah, that's so true. Thank you.
But what you said that I thought was beautiful And maybe this is the part that people discount, which is that dome that you felt it, you saw it, you experienced it. And this is not something that could have just been any old light or anything. Like you had a visual experience and a sensory experience and an inner knowing that you trusted.
Yeah.
And how, I mean, I don't even know if this is the appropriate question, honestly. Like when you got diagnosed to when you went into remission, is that a thing? Like how long was that test?
Yeah, so I never say remission either because I always say I'm cancer free because remission to me always sounds like it's coming back. So I always say I'm cancer free. But it was November of 2012 is when I got the news, and then I went through all of the process of having surgery and all of that good stuff, and that was February of 2013. So it wasn't a long span of time between, finding out.
That is not.
No, finding out and having the surgery. And actually, I went in January. I had a right side mastectomy. And then I had to go back for surgery because they said, oh, we've examined your tissue and it looks like there may have been some invasion. We need to take out some of your lymph nodes. So I had to go back the next month to have lymph nodes removed. And when they removed the lymph nodes, thank God, right? Because I'm trusting him, right? I was trusting him completely. And I'm like, nothing's going to happen. And they were fine when they removed the lymph nodes. And then that was it. That was it for me. So it's been almost 9 years now, cancer free.
I love this story. This is so wonderful. Oh my goodness. I can't stop smiling. This is amazing. I never got to hear this story and I was hoping you were going to tell it today. Like I was like, please tell the story. I haven't heard it. Wow. Yeah. What do you guys think at home? Do you have any questions for her today, guys? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. This is amazing. And it's interesting because it's like you have that complete faith and that complete trust. And that I think that's the ultimate test right there, what you're going through. I don't think anything more difficult could have been put on your plate than that to test you. Like, and then you said you just surrendered and let it go. Yeah. So much so that it came and went quickly. Yeah. As God does, right? Universe does. Yeah. In a splendid flash of light and boom, we're done.
What I realized was he had a different purpose for my life. And I really didn't, I kept saying, I think I was telling you this before, I kept saying before all of that happened, even before Hurricane Sandy, like, I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. So I'm like, okay, God has a sense of humor, right? Because I got my break and it was in the form of breast cancer, but it was the best thing that ever happened because I wouldn't be a health coach today had that not happened. I wouldn't be a fitness trainer today had that not happened. And I'm living in my purpose and I'm doing what I really love to do. And I'm helping people in the process, which that's the biggest part of it. And I kept saying when I was working, I'm not doing anything that's helping anybody and it's not fulfilling at all. And I kept saying, I need a break. And that was my break, but that was my break for a very good reason. So, when I think about it, it was so much more of a bigger purpose than I would have ever imagined had I not gone through it.
And it's interesting that this is something that you stated that you didn't love. Like, this is the word that you're using, right? Love. And then you get breast cancer, the closest thing to your heart, right? It was like an invasion of your heart. It was. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So if you had to say if you needed to give some words of guidance or courage for anybody who may be going through a similar situation right now, what would that be for them?
Connect with spirit first, and know that you will be okay. Know that the word cancer is not a death sentence, that there is the other side. You will come out on the other side. But I would say before anything else, connect with spirit, because that's what's going to help you to get through whatever experience you're going through, whatever illness, whatever it is, whatever challenge. Connect with spirit first.
Wow. I agree with that. I have nothing to add to that. And for that, we're going to be right back after this commercial break.
ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Can somebody save me, I'm losing every battle.
You're watching Divine Encounters. I'm your hostess with the mostess, Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo. And today we have Tracie on here. But first, shout out to my sponsor, Intention Pen. Make sure you go check out intentionpen.com and use the promo code Oracle7 to get free engraving on your Intention Pen. And here we are, Miss Tracie.
Hello.
Are you guys ready at home, and you, Miss Tracie, so that we can jump into a divine experience? Yes?
Yes.
So everyone at home, where are you at energetically in this moment? And you, Tracie, from 1 to 10, 1 being this is the least amount of energy I could possibly have, 10 being this is the most amount of energy I could possibly have. And put it in the comment section below now. I'm at a 9.2. How about you?
I would say I'm at an 8.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a healthy, strong, like a V8.
Yes.
Healthy and strong.
Yes.
We're plugging V8 for Lauren's sake because that's one of his sponsors. V8. Okay, let's see what you guys at home are saying. Linda Rainey, she is at a 7. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. Good for you, girl. And all I'm doing now is going to call in the team and inviting you guys at home to put your palms facing upward on your lap and prepare with an intention. And we're going to do 1 minute of energy clearing. Well, if someone else wants to share. And Ana Ramos, she is at a 4. Okay, Ana, we're going to see if we can shift you in 1 minute. So just have a good intention here. A lot of energy coming in right now, actually. So I feel like this is going to be a good experience. Get ready. I don't know. Oh, 1 minute on the clock. Eyes are closing. Taking a breath in. Spirit is joyful today. Taking a breath in and just let it out. Breathing in beautiful pink light today. And as you breathe in this beautiful pink light, this is all about love, self-love, and feel that warmth enter into your body as the angels bring this beautiful unconditional love into you and sends to every aspect, every facet, every organ, every muscle, tissue, tendon, bone in your body. You're breathing beautiful love in, and just notice this is just 1 minute of your time to say thank you to your body for operating as it should without being asked. Thank you to your heart for beating thousands of times a day without permission. Thank you to your bowels for releasing as they should. Thank you to your brain for assisting you and elevating you. And thank you for your intention and intuition that builds when all of these are in harmony. And just breathe that beautiful peace in. You are at peace. You are at peace. And one more breath. And as you exhale, send us down to the ground to be released to Mother Earth, to be recycled, upgraded, transmuted. And now bring your right and your left palm to touch in front of your heart space. And I bow to you all. Namaste. Please do not stand. You might be lightheaded from this experience. Whew. And La Dama says she was at a 7. So now after your shift, where are you now? And if you felt something, what did you feel? And for myself, I feel a lot of energy in my eyes and kind of like energy coming down around my crown. I feel buoyant, like if my head was above water. I know that is like the weirdest description of anything ever, but I feel like my head is above the water. So I'm going to take that as a message. My head is above water. I like that.
I like that.
How about you, Miss Tracie? I'm at a 10. I'm at a peaceful 10, though, if that makes any sense to anybody.
Yeah, I felt like that just released some tension. And my head just felt like it was clearing, like it was clogged up a little bit and it was clearing. And it makes sense because before this, I was like rushing around. And then I elevated to an 8 just getting on here with you.
Yay!
But now I feel like, yeah, I'm there too. Like that just like, it was like it just flew out of my head. So
I love it. I love it. La Dama, she went up to an 8. She was at a 7, so she shifted 1 point. Good for you. And Linda, she feels happy and at peace. Yes. And if for some reason ever I say the wrong pronouns because of the name, please correct me. I don't know why that came into my head, but just in case. Anna Ramos is at a 6 and feels lighter. So we shifted 2 points and feels lighter. Beautiful. And that was in 1 minute. Fantastic. So thank you all for that experience. And you okay, Tracie? Did you lose me? Something's going on over there. Okay, you're muted right now. You did mute yourself, but
can you hear me?
there you are. Can you hear me now?
I don't know what's happening here. I can hear you.
Mamma mia. Okay, we're gonna jump into the Apollo games. This is where we test you, Miss Tracie, in front of the whole world, or this little group world that we got going on right now. Our world. It's okay. It's just as important. Your intuitive abilities, and you guys at home as well. If you enjoy these types of little intuition building games, you can join me. 31,000 followers on my TikTok. 31 as of this morning. I don't know what's happening. All of a sudden, one video hit like 200,000, and I don't know. I'm just like, okay, cool. So you can check that out for more development videos for empathic and psychic development. So the purpose of developing your intuition really quick, if you've never seen this program, is because we are always met with choices. Everything we do in our entire day is choices, choices, choices. We're making hundreds choices consciously a day and thousands subconsciously a day. So it's kind of like this is to teach you how to focus when you have a bigger need for focus in a particular set area, how to choose what feels in alignment with yourself. So that's why these little mini games are created to teach you where you went wrong and how you can do better. And I will say, usually you guys go wrong when you try to think about the answer or try to choose something like, oh, would this person have this or would this person have that? So before you do this, take a breath in, clear your mind and just listen without any thought at all. And then hold the breath for the whole way. That way your brain is focusing on holding your breath and not on the answer. Okay. And on the exhale, make your choice. So here is the question. What animal am I about to reveal? Dog, swordfish, salamander, whale. What's your comment in the comment section below? Now, if you got it right, why do you think you got it right? And if you got it wrong, what do you think you did that you got it wrong? All right, so just hold that for a moment. Notice how it feels inside of you and put it in the comment section below now. Okay, my lady of the hour, you have the power. You go first.
I was going to say whale.
Whale, is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Miss Linda, she is predicting dog. Mr. Doug is predicting salamander. And Ana Ramos says swordfish.
We got them all.
Got them all. Each one of each. So one of you, only one, because you guys all got one of each. Unless you're on the replay, you'll still get it. But one of you are going to be getting a social distancing high five. And if I'm ever in your city, and I will give it to you in person. I promise. I promise. Okay, so let's see what the answer is. Shall we? Yes, we shall. What animal am I about to reveal? Dog, swordfish, salamander, whale. Put your comment in the comment section below. Now, if you got it right, why do you think you got it right? And if you got it wrong, what do you think you did that you got it wrong? Okay, reveal time. Did you say salamander?
Yay.
High five, high five.
High five to Doug, right?
High five to Doug. So why do you think you didn't get it correct today, Miss Lady Friend?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe I overthought it. It's the first thing that came to my mind, though. But I think maybe I overthought it when I started breathing. I don't know. That's a good question.
So many questions. All right. So thank you guys at home for playing that. Put your comment in the comment section below. Why do you think you got it wrong? Or why you think you got it right? I would like to know. And as far as what's next on our beautiful program today, we're going to invite you all to hang out because we're about to go into the midweek collective energy check-in to see what is in the forecast for all of us this week.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
Okay, ladies and gents, here we're going to have the what you need to know, how you can grow, and what you need to let go of. In addition to that, I will reveal what power animal is working with you this week. And for some of you who may have lost someone and is in heaven, there will be a message for heaven for the general collective here with your angel blessing to make sure that you claim at the comment section below. All right, let's get into this. For the collective, my dear friends, we are creating karma every moment of every day with every thought, with every deed, with every action. So ensure that you are taking positive action in the right direction. Focus your energy to that which you want to cultivate, to that which you want to nurture, to that which you want to grow, and just give your energy of that and to that. When I feel like I'm trying to learn something new or I'm trying to expand on something, I consume myself with what that thing is. And I eat it, breathe it, drink it, and I immerse myself fully in that particular subject or area until it is second nature, till it feels like it doesn't shock or mystify me, until it just feels like it is. Okay, so we have here, and I feel like with the number 3, this is being supported as well. So something that you're working towards is being supported by others. Kindness counts here. Just like that Mercury in retrograde, which we're now in its shadow into the 7th, like I said earlier, kindness counts because communication is always key. And when we are delivering sometimes with tact, a blunt message, although it could be truthful or factual rather, it may be harmful. So if you need to be expressive in a manner in which you're not sure how to be expressive in, just remind yourself of these 3 things. Is it truthful? Is it kind? And is it needed? And if those all measure up to the right aspect of that story, then yes, because kindness does count. When we clean our house and we're just cleaning either absent-mindedly or in a hurry or in a rush, we actually are putting anxiety energy into our house. If you're just trying to rush through it, you're putting that energy into your house. And this is the same energy we put into our relationships, into the way we handle disagreements, into the way we handle our money. So recognize where you can be kinder at in all facets of your life, because you can be kind to your wallet, your health, your mind, your body, your home, your relationships, everywhere. So notice the energy you're putting back out. We're building karma with every action. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say for the collective here. I love this. Justice, just, right? What is the word just? It means fair, not more, not less, equal. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. stand up for your beliefs. So, as I stated earlier, there might be some communication things happening here. And that can be between relationships or bosses or any other aspect of your life. Something is not clicking. So, when I see this justice card, sometimes we have to deliver, like I said, just information, fair information, information that have been suppressed. Otherwise, which if you suppress something, that means you're being unfair to self, just so you know, because you're holding on to that and it's creating a shadow or a density inside yourself. And ultimately, these densities create all kinds of other havocs slowly over time because they accumulate. But things like shame and guilt are then expressed here, and then we stop expressing ourselves. So be fair. Speak what you need to say and be fair to you. This is what I want to say. I feel like this collective is be kind to you, be fair to you. This is your karma. Okay. If you're not so kind to you, if you were to become, let's say, a successful boss, what if that is your point of focus? If you can't be kind to you, you won't be kind to your employees. Your employees might be your family. So be kind to yourself. I'm not saying that you own your family. I'm just saying, like, if you're not working and you're at home, then switch out employees for family. Okay, don't come at me, y'all. Don't come at me. Let's see. We have here for the power animal. The situation calls for adaptability and innovation. We have monkey energy with those little fingers. These types of monkeys are actually kind of mean, because they will take something, snatch something right out of your hand. So this ingenuity is like, use your tools no matter how primitive you think you are in a successful manner, and recognize that people way long before you did much more with much less. So you have the resources around you, and it just may call for a different or a change of perspective or a different view, or even bringing in an element that wasn't there before, or picking up an element you otherwise thought was not relevant. And then this is the message for heaven for the collective. If you so happen to have someone in heaven, the message here is, I see all of your thoughts. I see all of your thoughts. And those who are in heaven are connected to us. They can be family or friends of friends or ancestors you've never met. But your DNA and your spiritual DNA connect you. So your tribe, your friends who you've brought into as family, or if you're adopted, that spiritual DNA is bonding you. All right. So anyone you share that existence with, you can communicate with. They can hear your heart. They can hear your mind. So if you feel like you have a friend or a friend of a friend or someone you didn't really know that well, and you're thinking, what if I have, should they have, or do they know? They do. Okay, they do know. All right. So then this is the angel blessing for the collective. I don't know why, but I just got guacamole taste in my mouth. I don't know. That was interesting. I guess that's for somebody. Angel Gabriel blessing the collective with foresight. Foresight is recognizing the bigger picture, seeing the bigger picture, not being stomped or stopped by the hurdles that take you to that bigger picture. And Angel Raphael, illumination. I love this. So it's kind of like what you thought you couldn't see is now in sight, but now you can see further than you ever thought before, because it's double. It's like a double blessing. Well, it is a double blessing, but it's like magnified blessing, because it's similar. They're similar things, but one is like expansion and like one is like distance. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so this is for you, the collective. Please let me know what you feel about this message in the comment section below, if it resonates with you. And also don't forget to claim your blessings. I'm claiming mine. Okay, let's bring Miss Tracie back on.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
First of all, I'm claiming my blessings too. And the prosperity that you talked about earlier in the show. I'm claiming it all.
I know that's right.
But some things came up there. So have a little something to share with you.
Oh,
my dad. Okay, my dad is deceased, right? And my dad used to call me Monkey. So yeah, and when you pulled up the monkey and then you said, I see your thoughts, and there was some things there that happened. Like I ended up talking to my dad after he died and forgiving him for things after he died. So that was just Yeah.
That
I don't
was for
even know what else
you.
to say, but yeah, that was my nickname for him. It was an endearing name. He called me Monkey, and then just the space that I'm in now and that it means innovation and ingenuity and adaptability. And as you know, I've moved to a new city. I quit my job to work on my passion and my purpose. So like all of that coming together, and the fact that that's what he used to call me, and I've been telling him how much I love him after he's
Oh,
been gone. So that was like so key for me. Oh my gosh.
oh, I love that. I'm so grateful for that. Like,
Yeah.
before I opened this feed, I actually asked
Yeah.
if the mediumship message could be for someone who's watching.
Oh,
And then now you're saying that. So I feel double blessed that this got through for you.
yeah.
That's powerful, friend. That's
Yeah.
powerful. I also call my brother Monkey. That's my name for him.
So cute.
Wow. What do you guys think at home, man? This has been an amazing episode. And it's interesting because every week is just like, I don't know what anyone's going to say. Like, I just never know. So it's kind of like when everything's in alignment, this show is a testimony to my life and all of you other empaths and light workers and people who are awake and those who are awakening now. That's why this show comes together, to show you the synchronicities lie in the day to day. And we just have to be open and allow them in. Yes. Because I know when we started working together, I was just kind of like, hi, I'm random.
Yeah, and so much has happened since we started working together. Like that. That's why I used the word open before, because it's like every time I go through an experience with you, it's like I get like more and more I open up. Just like you
Expansion.
said, and those layers just keep peeling off. All the things that were holding me back and releasing. I'm like every morning, actually, you're a part of my gratitude and affirmations, because I just thank God for just working with you and having this experience with you and being able to release the way I am, going through my sessions with you. So yeah,
Oh, you make
you're
me
part of
cry.
my daily gratitude.
Thank you. You're on my gratitude board too. Thank you so much. Oh, I can't. I blush so easy because I'm my
I
pale
know.
Spanish skin.
And I cry so easy, like I just release everything now. So, but these are tears of joy.
They are, and it's like, I think it's wonderful because once a lot of people approach me for readings and I'm just like, not everyone needs a reading.
Yeah.
Right? It's more like you can discover information about who you are with the healing session, because it's like you don't know what's broken or what's faulty or what's gunked down or hidden, or and it's just like sometimes you need someone to bring a little bit of light just so you can work your way through that experience and then let it go in a safe way.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful to this path of learning how to use energy work, and grateful to you, Tracie, for trusting me with this. I don't know. I feel like I'm just so like, hi, I do magic. Come on my carpet ride. I don't know. And then people just go, sure. And then I really am never told no. So I don't know. I just go with it.
That spirit.
It is.
Yeah.
And then we go on these beautiful adventures together. So it's interesting because I'll share something that we worked on, but on my end, I'm not gonna share none of your stuff, because that's yours, girl. So we had worked on energetic advertisement together. And so energetic advertising, for those of you at home, if you're like working on your own business, or if you're trying to market something, or even if you're trying to find a support group or trying to bring something into your world, energetic advertisement is like pushing out a wave that then brings back within that wave something you could catch in a net, and then ask it for the highest and greatest good, for the highest and greatest healing, to come to you. Otherwise, it doesn't come, because this is like, we respect free will here. Okay. And so when we did that exercise last week, by the end of the week, I actually got a client, and this is how I know this was an energetic advertisement clickbait button, I guess I'm going to call it. My energy clickbait. And he says, at the end of our session, he was very happy with it. Everything was on the nose. We set up for my monthly sessions, which is great. And he says, it's weird because I came across you one time and then you kept just coming back and coming back and coming back in my mind. Like, he was like, you would just pop up in my mind randomly. And I started like giggling, kind of like, oh, that's those waves. That's energetic advertisement. And when I had my business, HowlAwarenesscenter Philadelphia, and I opened with $3, that's how I advertise. I meditated and energetically advertise, and we just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger each year. And then I used that space and I taught about 2,000 classes while in that space. So it was very fruitful.
Wow.
Better than Yelp. I spent real monies on Yelp, never helped.
Wow.
Don't use Yelp.
Won't.
As spirit. Somebody said that spirit was my publicist, my marketing team. I was cracking up. I was like, yes, all of the above. Check all the check marks. Check all the check marks off. Tracie, let us know how people can get a hold of you, what you offer, how you can help. And I heard that you have an extended program that might be suitable for some people.
Yes, so I do. I run a 12-week program. It is all about, first thing, visualization, knowing, what place you want to get to and seeing that person vividly. It's also about mindset mastery, because if you don't master your mindset, you won't really change your habits in order for you to get fit and healthy. And then it's about meal planning and getting in the right nutrition, and then also getting that movement in and exercising, as most people see me and know me on Facebook for, but it's a combination of everything. It's a 12-week program for you to get lean, fit, feel sexy, and love that woman in the mirror.
Wow, I love that. And that wrapped up so nicely, like a little gift basket. Thank you for that. It's beautiful. And you can also find Tracie on Ask the Experts on Bathrobe Moments. I'm not sure when the next time we're going on there is, but she can answer all your wellness questions. And if you're just curious about something, just reach out. I promise she will not bite your hand off. She's a very wonderful woman and a fantastic friend, and very spirited and very passionate, as well as genuine. And I love genuine people who are genuinely here to assist you and elevate you and be your support team. So if you're looking for that kind of coach, I would definitely recommend Tracie. So for all of you guys at home, Tracie, thank you again for being here. I'm going to pop you in the back room. We're such a beautiful blessing to have you. Ciao.
Thank you.
And ladies and gents, thank you for being here with me on this episode of Divine Encounters. Every day is a day to learn something from someone else, step into their shoes just for a moment, and recognize that the world is so much bigger than just our own problems. And when we recognize that we don't have to hold all those problems within us, miracles happen. I hope this show at least brought some clarity, understanding, or even made the impossible seem possible, to allow you to go forward, as well as recognize that you can create divine experiences in your very own life. Next week, I hope you guys tune in Sunday night for your horoscopes. And next Wednesday, I don't know who's going to be on here, because who knows? It's a day-to-day kind of gal. Yes, yes, yes. And I want you all to go in love and light and wisdom, to know thyself, love thyself. And remember, the divine always has your back.